Oops. Hello, everyone. I am just getting us shared in all the right places. So just give me a couple seconds. Oops. Here we go. And it looks like we're good to go. All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. This is Jennifer Sinceri, and it is Fabulous Friday. It is March 17th, 2023, and I'm hoping that you guys can see everything looks good. So tonight I have a full evening for us, okay? We are going to play with the Regency Park Suite tonight. It is what we call a double suite. In the mini catalog, it is found on pages 30 and 31. And then when you flip it over, you'll see the stamp sets blown up a little bit more with more samples in the middle there. So it has two stamp sets. One is with a punch and one is with a set of dies. We have an embossing folder. We also have textured shimmer paper. And then we've got ribbon. The Milky Dot adhesive embellishments, I believe, are sold out now. And then we have fabulous designer series paper. I am holding myself back from purchasing more of it because I have so much paper. If you've seen pictures of my craft room the last 2 weeks, you will see that I have a ton of paper. Not like I need more paper, but I love paper. This is the textured shimmer paper. So I'm trying to get this in the lighting here so you can see that there is a shimmer to it. And then there is a texture. There's lines. It's like it's been embossed. Okay, so that's the shaded spruce and the balmy blue. And then there's also white. Okay, so that is the textured shimmer paper that comes in this suite. So tonight, friends, I am going to make four cards with you. 3 of them are going to be fun folds. Quinn requested fun folds, so I have hopefully met that challenge. And then if you stay to the end of the video, I have 3 more cards that I made this week that I will share with you. So a total of 7 cards tonight. All right. So we've got a lot to do. Let's get started. Hi, Lori. How are you, friend? Happy Friday. So I am in love with this suite. Like I just said, I'm trying to hold myself back from buying more paper. If you've seen my craft room pictures, you will tell that I have a ton of paper. It is gorgeous paper, you guys. What I do like about it is that it has a variety of colors. So we've got the balmy blue and the night of navy in there, but we've also got shaded spruce and petal pink, crushed curry. As you can tell, I've been working on these pages here. We've got, look at that. Isn't that fun? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. I've got my, I don't know if you guys can see it, my St. Patrick's Day shirt on. And then look at this. We've got petal pink and look at that. Fun. So I was cutting out the flowers and the leaves with that. So I've been keeping all my little scraps because I'm going to probably use them on different cards. And that's that one. I'm trying to show you all the different patterns here. Look at how sweet that is. That'd be a cute baby card. We've got this one. Let me move my shimmer paper here. Polka dots. Little flowers. It is just really, really cute paper. And it's cheerful. there's such a variety of colors in this pack. I think I may have used up one paper. There's 2 sheets that I had out, and I think I used both of them up, and it's another sweet sorbet, but you'll see it in the cards tonight. Okay, so gorgeous paper. It is a 6x6 pack, so you're going to get 48 sheets. Let me move that out of the way. And then the dies, oh my golly gracious. So there's a really cute tip that I'm going to show you with these dies, a fun little tidbit you might not know when you look at these. And we're going to do it on a couple of our cards. And so I've got this piece, which I used often, right? And then you have this piece here. Well, this piece, when you cut it out, will nest in this piece. And I'm going to show you how that happens. Okay, so that's a really cool trick that you might not know until you start playing with it. But then you've got a smaller die here that's got the same effect with the little flowers on the side, but it's just smaller. Okay. Hi, Shelly. Happy belated birthday. We've got a couple leaves and then flowers that cut out the stamps, and then you have bonus dies also with this. Then there's also the punch, and the punch cuts out, let me move my little stamps aside, it cuts out these flowers that are 2-step, okay? Plus it cuts out the leaf. All right, so let me move these out of the way. And like I said, I've got 7 cards total. 4 we're going to make together. 3 of those are fun folds with dimensions. And then if you stay to the end of the video, you'll see 3 more bonus cards. Okay, let's get started. So I have a basic, excuse me, basic card base of Petal Pink. And I've already stamped my inside. I used some of those stamps from the Petal Park. I love this suite, Lori. I absolutely love the whole suite. I'm glad that I bought it. I wasn't going to get it because it was flowers, but oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Now, I cut a piece of Balmy Blue, and I actually made it a little bit smaller than I normally do because I wanted some more of that Petal Pink to show. But I embossed it with the embossing folder that is in this suite. So I love it. It looks like, oh gosh, it's just so 3-dimensional. You can really, really see the texture on that, can't you? It looks like a basket weave, but what is it called? I think it's called cane something, cane. I'm just going to look real quick, just so I can tell you the right thing. It's called cane weave. Yep. Okay. It is dynamite. All right. And I just, gosh, the texture really, really pops out. And then I've got a piece of designer series paper that we're going to add on to this. So this is a very basic card layout. This was actually one that I threw together after designing the fun folds that we're going to do, because I had some scraps and I was like, okay, I think I can make one more card. So I'm going to make sure that all of that is adhered well down. When I do embossing, a lot of times I will use liquid glue, but, you know, I don't really like liquid glue. It gets me sticky. All right, and then we've got a little scrap here. And it doesn't really matter which way you use it. The flowers go in both directions, so that doesn't really matter. Most of this designer series paper is not directional because it's just flowered backgrounds. Okay, now here is the fun tip I'm going to show you with these dies. You might have just seen it already. So I punched this one out and I used my U-pick tool to get all the little pieces, okay? Now, if you look really closely, do you see that? See how that bends back right there and on this piece too? Be careful, but you can see how this pulls apart right there. We can sneak this die into there. All right, but I'm going to do my stamping first. So let's do our stamping and then I'll show you how to do that. And I think I'm going to say, what am I going to say? I don't want to say dear friend on the front, I don't think. Let me move my dies so they're not spilling all over the place. Let's go with thinking of you. So I'm going to pull the thinking out. It is my favorite too. My favorite for sure. And let's do, so we've got the, let's do balmy blue. Balmy blue. I'm looking at my flowers right here. I want to make sure that it shows up. I don't know that I want to do shaded spruce because there's not really a lot of shaded spruce on there. Let me make sure my stamp is clean because I don't want to contaminate my ink pad. I'm using my little chamois there on the side. And we're just going to tap, tap, tap. Ink it up. And put our thinking of, and then I'm going to pull my petal pink. Here we go. And I'm going to make sure my stamp is clean. All right. Thinking of, I want to make sure where I want to put that. Let's put it here, I guess. So I posted a lot of pictures of my craft room, and because we've been revamping, it's been so much work going through everything, organizing everything. I'm still not done because I'm waiting for some organization pieces to come. And you know, it's kind of like showing, you know, it's a little vulnerable, right? Because craft rooms, some people have pristine, spotless craft rooms. And then some of us have very lived in craft rooms. I don't know how to say it in a nice way, but crafters tend to hoard things, don't we? Right? As soon as I get rid of something, I need it. And as I've said before, I do other crafts, not just stamping. I was trying not to get hurt feelings because a few people, I posted something on my personal page, and because here I was all proud of myself of all this hard work I've been doing, and some people, there were a couple comments that took me back a little bit. They were like, dang, you've got lots of stuff. And I was just like, I have to be careful because I don't want to hurt anybody, but it was like, okay, well, so much for being vulnerable. It's like, okay. Well, we're not into sports. We don't travel a whole lot. Both my husband and I are into our hobbies. And I don't know about you, but during COVID, my hobbies helped keep me sane. And I've accumulated things over the years, and I have gotten rid of stuff, and then when I get rid of it, I wished that I hadn't. So I was trying not to have hurt feelings, but maybe I'm just being too sensitive. All right, there it is. See how it just nested right into the flowers, and isn't that super cute? Super cute, right? Can you guys see that? I'm making sure that. So I just put a little bit of adhesive on there and fit it in, and it's good to go. And I think that that's such a nice touch. I always like to have cardstock on hand because, as you know, I run classes. I run a monthly class. I also sell my cards, and I take custom orders. So I've had a lot of custom orders lately. And so I use a lot of cardstock. And so it takes up a lot of space, unfortunately. But with the color refresh, I want to make sure that I have enough cardstock to go with the designer series paper that I have. Does that make sense? Because if they get rid of a color that I have designer series paper that I need to coordinate with, and then I'm up a creek without a paddle, right? And then that designer series paper doesn't do me any good because I don't have any paper that matches it. And I am still going through my stamp sets. I have gotten rid of some. You know, you have to remember, I was a stamper. I have been a stamper for about 30 years. And, you know, I've only been a demonstrator the last 5 years. And when you run a business like I do, I'm constantly having to show new product. But I have not been able to get rid of all my retired stamp sets because there are some that I still want to keep. I don't know how long I'm going to stay a demonstrator. I mean, Lord willing, I will stay a demonstrator for a long time. Well, we never know. I don't want to get rid of stamp sets that I absolutely love. That doesn't make sense to me. That I can use, you know, to make cards and sell. And every so often I will pull out something retired and let my ladies play with it, but I just let them know. You can't order it. Hi, Stacy. All right, I'm pulling my favorite ribbon, the glittered organdy ribbon. We used this last week and we colored it. I have a little scrap from last week. I colored it with my Mango Melody Stamping Blends. I love this ribbon. So I'm going to make a little ribbon bow here. We may or may not use it. We'll see. So I don't know. There are some people who have huge, huge craft rooms and it's not organized. I've seen pictures. There are groups on Facebook that are about organizing their craft spaces and they're not organized. Mine wasn't that bad. I had my husband's stuff in here and my stuff. Now that his stuff is out, it's starting to look more put together. But yeah, I was a little like, okay, I don't know that I want to be vulnerable again. All right. Enough complaining, right? Let's move on. Just being real with you guys. Okay, I'm going to put, I think, maybe put a little bow there. But here's my other idea. I did take a piece of this paper and I fussy cut these out. I tried to use the punch, but it didn't work. Okay, they're not lined up in the way of the punch. Okay, the punch has them in a certain way. So when you put the paper in, they didn't line up on the paper. It lines up for the stamps. Okay. So this particular piece did not work, but I was thinking of adding a few flowers. So let's see, I don't want to cover up that really pretty die cut. That yellow one's right there. So let's see what we can come up with. Thanks, Lori. I appreciate that. It was a lot of work. I actually kind of overdid it last weekend and Sunday. I was hurting a lot. My legs and my feet were hurting so bad that I had to be off my legs, and I can't take painkillers anymore. I can't take Advil because of my ulcer. So I was soaking in the tub, trying to alleviate the pain. You know, when I literally was standing all day working, and it just was a lot of work. So, yeah. Now this one, I think we're going to do a little bit of tape runner on it. I love the ribbon. And Quinn, you're just hopping on here, friend. We have 3 different fun folds tonight. So I'm doing the regular card, and then we're going to do 3 fun folds. So I hope I met the challenge. Quinn requested fun folds. Okay. Do I have my glue dots out? Where are my glue dots? Oh, and here's the funny thing is now that I've been cleaning my craft room, now I'm putting things away. It's like, where did that go? And now I can't find it. Oh, you start cleaning house and then you can't find anything. Most of it I can find. I just have to remind myself. All right. What do you guys think? I think it's cute. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. Now, you could add a little bling. You know I love me some bling. I love the iridescent rhinestones with this because they're iridescent, so they pick up whatever color you put with them. If you put it with yellow, they look yellow. If you put it with pink, they look pink. Don't put it with cat hair because they just look furry. Stupid cat hair. All right. Let's put a few of these around. And that will pick up the iridescent parts of the ribbon too. Nope, can't see it right there on the green. Too dark. We'll do it. I think I want a smaller one there. Too big. We'll put it right there. So I like to do triangles. Stacy says I wouldn't know what to do if I had no cat hair. I think I would manage just fine without cat hair, but I would miss my kitties. All right, so I like to do triangles with my embellishments. So there's my 3 points. It just helps with balancing it out. So there's our first card. Let me put my inside the card. Which I already stamped. Now you're going to want to have a little notepad next to you or use your phone to take some shots of the dimensions that I'm going to share of the next 3 cards for these fun folds, okay? So get your stuff ready and we'll write down some dimensions. I do have some leaves cut out, but I don't know that we need the leaves. You could put some leaves in there if you wanted to just give it more. We could put those in. Kind of looks good. I just cut those out of the paper. It gives it a little more texture. So it's up to you. Shelly doesn't like the leaves. So I'm not going to add them on, but I am just saying you could add leaves if you wanted to. Okay. All right. I love that card. I love the sparkle in it. Okay. I don't know what to call this card. I've seen a few people do it. It really highlights the designer series paper. I think I need to hold this up closer to you guys. Okay. So take a screenshot. I guess hot pink wasn't the best Post-it note color to pick, but it was what I had. So DSP, you're going to want a 6 by 5.5. And you're going to score on the 6 side at 1 3/4. And then your cardstock, you're going to want an 8x5. And on the 8-inch side, you're going to score it at 4. You also need a 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Hi, Linda. Okay, so I'm going to move on. If you didn't catch that, then you can always go back to the replay. Okay, so I'll just show you really quick. Let me grab a 6x6 piece of paper. It's not the same color, but okay, so you can see that I just trimmed my 6x6. I made it 6 by 5.5. So I took off 1/2 inch, right? And then I scored it on the 6 side. I scored it at 1 3/4. Okay, so it kind of looks like a card base when I fold it. All right, just be careful because it is designer series paper. It is not cardstock. So when you score lightly. You don't want to tear your designer series paper. All right, that's my little tip for you. Then here's my cardstock. Okay, and we're going to use this to hold up our card base and make it a little firmer and give it a little bit more oomph, right? So this is the 8x5. All right, and then I scored it on the 8 side. I scored it at 4. Okay, now I've already done my stamping to save time. So I put these fun stamps here. This is from the Sentimental Park. They're right there. It's a 2-step stamp. Okay, so I put a little bit right there, and I put some on the inside, and I wrote "Dear Friend." I didn't write it, I stamped it. I take that back. Okay, so we're going to adhere this like that. So let me do this first, so you can see what I am up to. Now, when we do this, we want to be careful because we don't want to get adhesive on the parts that are not going to be covered by the paper, right? So I'm going to just eyeball, like if I'm holding this right in the middle, if I have a little bit all around, I don't want to go past that, okay? So I'm just going to put my adhesive right there and then fold it, okay? And then we're going to glue this part. So is this making sense? I hope. I have no idea what to call this. Okay, so, whew, I have to score that again because that made it super thick. There we go. And I think I used thick white cardstock. All right, so there is our card base like that. Now, I did save a little bit of a strip scrap, so we can put that on the inside to give it a little bit more decoration, okay? And I need to trim it so that it's the right length. So let me, I don't want to do it with scissors. Let me use my paper trimmer. If I do it with scissors, it'll look crummy. I know, right? I like this because now I can see both sides of the designer series paper. So I need it to be, I'm trying to remember, this was 5. Okay, so I want it to be 5. All right. So always save your little scraps like this because they're great for the inside of your card. So we'll do that. This is Sweet Sorbet with Petal Pink. The Sweet Sorbet is very close to oh, my mind just went blank. It's Poppy Parade. But I feel it's, whew, this is getting thick. I gotta bend it a little. There we go. Maybe don't use thick cardstock. All right, now I did the same thing that I did on our first card. I'm grabbing it. Oy. Okay, so remember the die right there? I did the same technique. So we're going to use that. And then you need a 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so that was this. And then I just made a pendant end. And I also ran it through the embossing folder to give it some texture. Okay, so we're going to go like that. And like that. What do you guys think? Super cool, huh? I wonder if I should use a little liquid glue on this. Just because there's a lot of paper and this texture. And I want to make sure it gets put down good. I'm not even really squeezing on this. I finally threw away my bottle that I was milking forever, trying to get all the little bits of glue out. And I said, enough is enough. I'm done with that. Let's get another new bottle. All right. Making sure that that is down good, because that texture, we want to make sure it is adhered. And then we're going to put this piece on. All right, and you could pop it with dimensionals. I don't know about you guys, but I must be sleeping in some type of, I don't know, contortion of some kind, because my neck and my shoulders are jacked up. I have got to soak in the tub because my muscles are hurting. I hate that. Get a hot pad or something, heating pad for my back, my neck. Okay, I got to make sure I'm focusing here. I don't want it to go past the white. All right, there's that. And then we're going to add our bow to add a little bit of bling. Okay. I like these colors together, don't you? I really like these colors together. And then we're going to add some of our little rhinestone guys. There we go. It is. It's all the bending and reaching and stretching. I've used muscles I didn't know I even had. All right, there's our next card. So, Quinn, I think this one's going to show up in a class. I think this one would be a pretty good one to do in a class. It's not too hard. All right, that's card number 2. All right, let me move my Post-it note that goes with that. And then I gotta remember what this one was. I was doing it last night. I have Post-it notes on everything on this one. All right, so I stamped some flowers and leaves already. I have a little die right there. I have a little strip. I didn't want to throw it away, so we'll use that. Okay, let's see. We've got Oh, yes. Now I remember what this is. Okay. It's coming back to me. All right. So here is our card base. How come it doesn't have a Post-it note on it? So I'll have to measure it for you. All right. The card base is 8.5. Okay. Write this down. 8.5 by 5.5. Okay. 8.5 by 5.5. And then you're going to score it on the 8.5 side. You're going to score it at 3. And I got to do it on my thing because I'm messing up. Let's make sure I'm doing it right. We're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 5.5. Okay. Well, I don't know what I was saying. 1 1/4 and 5.5. Okay. The rest of them I have Post-it notes on. So this is our card base, like this. All right. Now we've got a piece of balmy blue, and that's going to go here, and it is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. Our cardstock that goes on the inside, because we're going to do a mat, is 5 1/4 by 4. Can you guys see it, or do I need to make it 5 1/4 by 4? Okay, there's that. And then we need a piece of white, and that is 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so just 1/4 of an inch smaller than the other one. So that's the inside. Okay, that's this piece. And then we're going to need our cardstock for this piece, and it is 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 1. 5 1/4 by 1. That's all the cardstock. Okay, then you're going to have 2 more pieces of DSP. So we have a smaller strip, and this is 5 by 3/4 of an inch. So just 1/4 of an inch smaller than the cardstock. And then this one is 5 by 2.5. Okay. Hopefully you guys got that. All right, let me move those aside, and we're going to start assembling. So let's put these pieces together. It's not a difficult card. It's just a lot of pieces, that's all. But it's great if you've got a scrap box. Just pull out your colors that you need, and you can start cutting up things and using them. Once things get too small, I just throw them away. But I try and keep pieces that I think I can use. And I keep it out so it's right there in front of me, because if it's put away, then I don't see it. And I tend to go and grab more cardstock. So I'm trying to do a better job at not wasting my cardstock. All right, so we're just making sure that we have a little bit of Night of Navy all the way around this piece. Okay. We're going to do the same for this one. Oop. I love blues, so I'm really enjoying this pack of paper, but it's got other colors in it too, and I love that, you know, that's not just all blue. Okay, so there's that. And then I'll leave that little strip for the inside. We're going to decorate the front, okay? Now this, when I put this down, I'm going to do it in a way that this hangs over, but we're not going to put adhesive there because we want to be able to open our card, right? And then we're going to put our flowers on here. But I need a sentiment. So I think I've done Thinking of You for the first two. So let's say we could do Let's Celebrate You. How's that? This could be a birthday card. So let me find, where did it go? Let's Celebrate. Oh, I feel like I've just got this knot in my back. And I'm looking at the colors because I want it to show up. I don't want so much dark blue. We could do the Sweet Sorbet, but I kind of feel like that might be too much contrast. What do you guys think? Or we just stick with navy. Maybe we'll do that. Oh, there's my other leaf, my runaway leaf. Where's my navy? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Let's celebrate. I love that font. Let's celebrate you. Let me wet my whistle here. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to about there with my adhesive. Hi, Sharon. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay. So we don't have any stickiness there. So that's good. Try and make sure that it is straight. So let's put some of these cutie pies on with some dimensionals. I think I should have done a few Sweet Sorbet flowers because I did them all in blue. I'm thinking I might stamp them again and give it a little more color. Let's do that. We could do. Let me take these off real quick. Oh, you were celebrating your Irish heritage, huh? All right, petal pink. And then we'll do some sweet sorbet with that as the outline. Because I think we just need a little more color. It might be too much blue. And then you guys can see how these line up too. Hopefully I get it. Hopefully. Not too bad. Could have been better. All right, and then let's use the punch. Oh, of course I didn't stamp it right, so I got to trim this so I can get it into my punch. All right. That's why I like punches, is it's a little quicker than having to go run something through the cut and emboss machine. There we go. All right, now we got a few more flowers to work with. I think that works a little better. Brings in these colors. Okay. We'll save those other blue ones for another card. We can use this one with that one. Alrighty. I don't know what to call this fold either. Anybody know what this one's called? I don't know. I just see these and I say, oh, wonder how that works. Now we have two little leaves. We can add some leaves. Come on. Oh, I think I might have, I'm sorry, my hand keeps getting in the way. Right there, that'll work. Let me move this right here. Come on, there we go. Cute, cute. All right, I'm going to save those, and you could also take these and put them in the center of your flowers. So I want to show you how to do that and how it picks up the color of the ink instead of using them sprinkled around. That's kind of always fun to do, is the center of your flowers. And now, let's do the inside. And yep, Linda, I think I might use them on the inside of my card because they're here and they're going to coordinate, so we might as well use them. Okay, now I'm going to use my little silicone mat on this because I don't want to get my placemat all gummy. I'm going to use my little eraser just to make sure I get off any extra adhesive there. Come on, I can't get it. There we go. I love just the little extra touches, right? It's just, it makes the card so much more special. That's what I love about making my own cards, is being able to go over and beyond and add the little special touches, and making that person feel that they are special, blessing them. All right, there's that card. Now you could add a bow on here, but I don't know that it really needs it. So that's cute too. Let me hold that up a little closer so you guys can see the bling sparkle. Okay. There's that card. All right, I've got one more, and this one's super duper fun. Okay, this one is called a diamond fold, fun fold, a diamond fun fold. All right. So we've got our cardstock pieces. I'm going to hold this up closer so you guys can see it. I'm hoping this shows. So you need a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock, and on the 11th side, you're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 5 1/2. And then you're going to turn it around. I'm going to show you how to do this. You're going to turn it on the other side, on the 4 1/4 side. You're going to mark it with a pencil at 2 1/8. Now, I'm a visual learner, so I will show you what we're doing, okay? Then we also need these pieces of cardstock. 4 by 5 1/4, 3 3/4 by 5, 4 1/4 by 4, a 3 by 3, and a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Those are squares. Okay, so that is all the cardstock that we're going to use with the score lines. Then we have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and they are 3 by 3 1/4 and 4 1/4 by 4 1/8. Okay. All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is what the card base is going to be. Okay. So it's going to be like this. But let me show you how to do it, because I'm a visual learner and I know you might be also. Okay, so you can get 2 card bases out of 1 piece of paper, right? So we have our regular piece of cardstock. Let me grab another one that I didn't cut. So this is our 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of paper, right? And so you're going to get 2 pieces. So you just put it in, and you're going to cut it at 4 1/4, and you get 2 pieces, 2 card bases, okay? So I'm going to use this one and not waste that other piece. Okay, now on the 11th inch side, we are going to score it at 1 1/4, so 1 1/4, and then 5 1/2. Okay. Then we're going to turn it on the 4 1/4 side, and we are going to split this in half. So half of 4 1/4, half of 4 is 2, and half of 1/4 is 1/8. So we're going to mark it with a little pencil at 2 1/8. Okay, so I'm going to move it to 2 1/8. And I'm going to put a little pencil mark right there. Okay, that marks half. Now what I'm going to do, now watch carefully, I'm going to take this and put it in my cutting track, but I'm going to line it up with the point of the score. All right, so right where the score line is, that goes in your track and your little pencil dot. And you're going to cut off a triangle. All right. And if you can get it off, there we go. Then you're going to turn it over and do the other side. So you've got your point and you've got your score line, and you just make sure that it is where it needs to be, and you cut off your other triangle. Then you're going to take your eraser and just erase, although it's actually going to get covered up, so it doesn't really matter. But there's your card base. Okay, so now you guys know how to do it. Like that. All right. For some reason, I think I cut it wrong, because mine is wider. What happened? Oh, no. What did I do wrong? I think I put my score lines wrong. Let's check my score lines. Here, I told you wrong. Sorry, guys. Let's check this. So we did 5 1/2. That was right. This one, okay, what did I write down? I said 1 1/4, and it's not. It is 2 1/4. So that's wrong. Okay, we'll fix that. It's going to be 2 1/4. So I was off by 1 inch. Okay, it's a good thing I did that. So we want 2 1/4 where you're going to score it. Okay, so write that down. It's a good thing I caught that. Otherwise, you would have tried to make it and then said, what the heck? What the heck was she talking about? All right. Okie dokie. Now this is Petal Pink. And let's put our pieces together. So the smallest square I actually ran through an embossing folder, the same embossing folder. So I'm going to adhere those. I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue. Hi, Mary Lou. I just now caught you. All right, let's put this on here. And liquid glue is nice because, it's nice because you've got a little bit of wiggle room that you can get it if your nails will let you do it. There we go. I need to go get my nails done. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. That's going to be our diamond part right here. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry, and I am going to do some layering. All right. So just make sure that you've got nice even border all the way around. And this one I don't think I put on cardstock. It's just going to go right there. Okay. Are you guys going to try these fun folds out? Or have I scared you? Gotta make sure I can get this just right. All right, and then this goes in here, and this is going to go here. I actually didn't prep the stamping part on this one, so we're gonna do that together. All right, and let's put this here. But when we do this, we're only going to put adhesive on this triangle. So let me put this underneath. So we're only going to put glue right here. That's how I was feeling, Lori. I was feeling like, gosh, I don't have time to stamp. Oh my, no, I did it right. Phew. I almost had a panic attack. Okay. There we go. Last weekend, I thought I was going to spend the whole weekend stamping. I was so excited. And then my husband said, let's clean the craft room out. I was like, ugh. But I'm glad I did. All right, so there's our diamond fold. Isn't that cute? It's so cute, right? So stinking cute. But I got to do some stamping. So let's do some stamping on the inside. Oh, I'm turning into an old lady, you guys. I've just got this huge knot between my shoulder blades. All right. Now, you could stamp these and do your stamping blends on them, or you could do the two-step stamping. I think, well, I don't know. You guys tell me. Which do you want? Do you want to do two-step stamping, or do you want to do Stampin' Blends? Just a little something. Or leave it like that. Totally up to you. I'm going to let you call the shots on this one. You tell me. Now, I need to get a sentiment while you guys are telling me what to do. So let's see. We could do thanks. We could make a thank you card. What is this? Thanks, thinking of you. Let's celebrate you, dear friend. What have I done so far? I've done let's celebrate. Thinking of. I guess I could do. I see. Wow, everybody wants to do two steps. Okie dokie. Alrighty. And I have to think about, I think I'm just going to put flowers on the outside. Let's say, why am I so indecisive? Just pick something, Jennifer. Let's just say, dear friend. I think I'm getting tired. The brain is malfunctioning. Let me tell you, this week, wow, this week was a long week. It was, there's no just because. I wish it did have a just because. But I'm just going to say, dear friend, it was a long week. I am ready for the weekend. All right. And I want to make this light, very light. So that's pretty. Okay. And I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. Oh, I didn't even tell you. One day, now normally I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. I get up at 5, we leave the house at 7, and I take the kids to school because their school is in the opposite direction of my school. So I have to head the opposite direction, so it just takes me a little longer, and I need to be at work by 7:50, no later than 7:50. Otherwise, I've got kids waiting at my classroom door for me, and that is not good. One day, my alarm did not go off this week. I don't know. We had a power outage, and I don't know what happened. It didn't go off. My son comes in at 6:30 and says, "Mom, it's 6:30. I sprang out of that bed so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, we only have 30 minutes to get ready. That was not the way I wanted to wake up that day. And I said, well, Logan, you were the hero today. You saved the day. And he's like, well, I almost didn't wake you up. I'm like, why would you not wake me up? He's like, because I didn't want to go to school. I'm like, we don't have a choice, dude. All right, I want to stamp these the way that they are in the punch. So I'm looking, it goes like that. It just makes it easier when you do it that way. I said, I don't think my boss would appreciate it if I didn't come to school that day. Oh my gosh, I've never done that before. There have been a few times where the alarm hasn't gone off because of a power outage. But I usually wake up to go to the bathroom and I catch it, you know, and so I just get up anyway. I must have been so tired that I did not wake up. Yeah, I do not like waking up that way. I didn't stamp off on those. I want to stamp off because it's a little bit too dark. So now I got to do it again. All right. Do it again. The nice, oh, are you kidding me? The nice thing with two-step stamping is it doesn't matter the order that you do it in. Well, that's really light. I guess we're going to go full strength. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's do it again. Sorry, my arms are going all over. With my new setup, I'm not quite, I don't have down where everything is because the table's moved. It's in a different direction and not everything's in the same place as before. So I'm kind of still learning. Okay, where did that go? Where is that? Okay, let's see if I can get it to work. Can I get it to work? Ah! I think we're going to go with the first one I did, even though I feel like they're a little bit too dark, because that didn't line up. Oh, well, right? Oh, well. Okay. All right. This is the last card, like I said, and I've got 3 more that I've already done that I can show you. Just different techniques and designs. All right, this took longer because we did fun folds tonight. Per Quinn's request. So, if there is something that you would like to see, a technique, a tool, let me know, because I love to put that into my demonstrations for you guys. I think we need a couple leaves on there. Those leaves I didn't use, you can use those. Quinn is a happy girl tonight. Quinn loves fun folds. Who loves fun folds? Who despises fun folds? And if you despise them, what is it that you don't like about them? I'm just curious. Just curious. Oh, I see lots of hearts. So we love fun folds. Okay. Good to know. Linda loves them. Lots of hearts. Ooh, I like it. By the way, guys, if you have not already liked or loved the video, please go ahead and do that. That always helps. If you haven't shared the video, that would be nice if you would. Before I let you go, before I show you the other cards, I do want to let you know that there is a new paper pumpkin kit for next month, and it looks super duper cute, if I do say so. I'll show you a picture. So there's a new paper pumpkin kit, and it's more about like inspiring about just hope, encouragement, all those good things, you know, just letting people know that we're there for them. And then what else was I going to tell you? Just don't forget, because there is a color refresh. So if you need to stock up on cardstock, this is the time to do that. Or if you need ink refillers, you need to get them. There are some, the bundles of ink refillers are in low stock already. And then what else was I going to tell you? I do have a special right now. Is that cute? Look at that. I love the little bling on there. That is fun. I think this is my favorite. So I am having a one-day retreat in June. Here at my home, I have 13 spots left. It's $69. That includes a catered lunch, a snack bar, beverages, 8 make and takes, a goodie bag that will be filled with at least $25 of product. We're going to play bingo, and we're going to have prizes from the new annual catalog, pillow gifts, and cash and carry table, raffle prizes. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss out. So $25 will hold your spot. So you'll want to RSVP with that. We already talked about our color refresh. So order your paper and ink refills now while you can. There is a new kit, and I did show this last week. I just showed you. I haven't put it together yet, but I think I will demonstrate the kit. Maybe on a Sunday afternoon. So it looks pretty fun. It's called Kaleidoscope Kit. It looks really cool. And that's a sneak peek of the next paper pumpkin. And the box is going to turn into an organizer for your ink spots. So that's cool. It's excuse me, cherry blossoms. And like I said, I think they're marketing it as like hope and an inspiration and encouraging other people. So if you don't already subscribe, you're going to want to. And then to my classes, I have a new Bring a Friend incentive program. So bring a new to me friend, and you and your friend both will get 5 handmade cards from my stock, or you can pick 5 card kits from previous classes from my stock as my thank you. If you place your $50 order this month, I am running a special. I'm celebrating my 5th year as a demonstrator. And so I'm going to pick 5 people that place orders for $50 or more, and they're going to get a bling bag full of fun product. This in here, it's about $60 worth of product. Brand new, unopened. So place your orders. You can use this host code, and then I am going to pick 5 people randomly to win one of these bling bags. If you don't get picked for a bling bag, you still get my normal incentive, which is a free card class to go. Okay? So lots of fun things happening. Okay, here are my other 3 cards that I'm going to show you. So I made this one. I stamped, 2-step stamped the flowers. I cut one out and I put it up on dimensionals to just give it a little bit of dimension there. Used the fun trio of twine, this 3 twine combo pack. And I used that for this bow. This is the textured shimmer paper down here. So that was, I didn't do the inside of that card. So that was fun. This one, totally different color scheme. I didn't use the designer series paper. I just stamped. And I used my stamping blends to color it in. But I thought that was pretty. And when I stamped, I went slightly off. So there's a piece of white paper matte here. It's not the piece of it's not the card base that I stamped on. So there's a layer there. Okay. And then here's the sky. So I used the dies on this one, and this is that textured shimmer paper. So popped him up with some dimensionals, glued that down, used those same iridescent rhinestones. So those were my kiddos that I made last night, I think, or Wednesday night. I can't remember. It's all a blur. And then we made these tonight. There's so many, I don't have room. I love this paper. Isn't it fun? It's so cheerful. So happy. It's still available. I went and checked. It's still available. But we have like, what, 5 or 6 weeks left of the catalog. So things are going to start running out, you guys. So if there's anything you still want, you're going to need to place your order because retiring list comes out March 29th. The retiring colors and returning colors are announced March 29th. We get to see the PDF of demonstrators, get to see the new PDF online of the new annual catalog on March 29th. March 29th is the big day. So that is one of the perks of being a demonstrator, is getting to see things before everybody else does, getting to order things before anybody else does, and getting that discount. If you would like to become a demonstrator, please reach out to me. I would love to add you to my team. We've been kind of voting on team names because my team's been growing and I feel like, okay, we really need to get a name. So I am leaning more towards Blessed to Be Stampers. That's the one that I'm leaning more towards. It was that one or Cute as Can Be Stampers, and B being like the little buzz bee. So Blessed to Be Stampers or Cute as Can Be Stampers. Those are the two that are like neck and neck, and I'm leaning more towards the Blessed. Okay, guys. So let me know if you'd like to join my team. I would love to add you and support you in your hobby or business. And again, if you would like to place an order, this is my website right here. You can order 24 hours, 7 days a week. And that is the host code if your order is under $150. All right. My next face-to-face class is April 15th because I am going to Disneyland. So that will be fun. I will post Disneyland pictures for you guys to see. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Is anybody doing anything fun for St. Patrick's Day? I mean, today's St. Patrick's Day and it's almost over. But are you going to do anything fun this weekend? I am going to sleep. I'm going to sleep and stamp because I have to get my class ready. I have to prep for my class. All right, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend, everyone, and have a wonderful week, okay? I will see you soon. All righty. Bye-bye.